Okay, so picture this. You lose your entire investment when a company goes under. Normally, that's the end of the story, right? But what if that same company, after saying they legally owe you nothing, turns around and offers you a way back? But there's a really weird catch. That's the rabbit hole we're diving into today.
And here's the central question, the part that sounds kind of crazy. To have a shot at getting your money back, you first have to give them more money. It's a proposal that's walking a very, very fine line between a genuine second chance and, well, a second test of your faith. So which one is it?
Now, this is a quote from the company's chairman, and let me tell you, this is not an apology. It's a declaration. The tone is everything here. It's not, "We're so sorry." It's, "The past is gone. If you want a future with us, you're going to have to play by a whole new set of rules."
So, you're probably asking, how is this even legal? How can a company just walk away from all its investors? Well, it all hinges on one very powerful legal concept.
You've probably heard this term before, force majeure. Think of it like a get-out-of-jail-free card in a contract. If some massive, completely unforeseen event happens, all your obligations can just go away. And this company? They claim they were hit by not one, but two of these events.
So here's their 1-2 punch. First, they cited the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, that sounds plausible enough. But then they make a much, much bolder claim. That a police investigation, which they blame on so-called external agitators, was their second act of God. Now that is a huge stretch for a force majeure clause. But with that argument, they claimed their debt to investors was completely wiped clean.
And this is where the story gets really, really interesting. If they legally owe nothing, why on earth would they offer anything at all? Well, the answer is, this isn't about paying people back. This is about finding out who is still loyal to them. So let's be super clear. This is not a refund. It's a test of faith. To get back in the game, investors have to prove they still believe in the company, even after getting completely burned.
And how do you prove your faith? Well, it's straight out of the loyalty test playbook. It's a two-step process. First, you pay a small fee just to show you're serious, and then you have to bring one new person into the project. All of a sudden, you're not just an investor anymore. You're part of the recruitment machine, which of course just pulls you in even deeper.
The chairman's message could not be any clearer. You either get with the new program or you get left behind. It's a really powerful ultimatum that honestly borders on a threat.
So, for the people who do pass this loyalty test, what's the big reward? It's not cash from the old company. Oh no, it's a piece of a brand new futuristic venture.
The new dream they're selling is this AI-powered tax optimization software. And instead of getting cash, the loyalists get something called Green Grape. So what is it? It's described as an experimental electronic share. You should probably think of it less like a stock and more like a digital IOU whose value is totally tied to the success of this new project. And pulling all the strings behind the scenes, a shadowy figure known only as the master. And here is the giant carrot they're dangling. The company claims that by the year 2030, just 3 of these Green Grape shares could be worth a mind-blowing $690,000. I mean, that is a life-changing number, specifically designed to make you forget all about the past.
A number like that immediately begs the question, how in the world is that even possible? Well, the answer has almost nothing to do with software sales. It's tied to a plan that's almost national in scale.
So here's the catch. To hit that insane valuation, the company says it needs to build a workforce of 1 million people, and it needs to attract a flood of foreign investment. This isn't just a business plan anymore, this is a national-level ambition.
So, for the investors, this all boils down to a simple yet kind of impossible choice. 2 paths are laid out in front of them, and each one has its own massive risks and potential rewards.
You see, this is the fundamental shift. These people came into this as investors. They put up capital. But now, to get any of it back, they're being told they have to become workers, feeding the company's new AI with their data. And the choice is stark. You get the active path, where you become an employee, generating data for this new AI in exchange for a monthly paycheck. Or there's the passive path. You become a believer. Just hold on to your green grapes and hope. Just hope for America.
So really, it's a choice between a concrete reality and a fantastical dream. A steady, predictable paycheck for your work, or a lottery ticket for a potential future fortune. What would you do? Ultimately, this is a story about the incredible power of hope and just how alluring a second chance can be. But it leaves us with a huge question. Can a promise of a brilliant future ever be enough to erase the pain of the past? Can it convince you to trust the very same people who led you to ruin in the first place? It's a question with no easy answer, and it's one that every single investor in this story has to grapple with.